Hello everyone, Coin Collector here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the King George V Silver Jubilee crown. So King George V reigned from 1910 until 1936. So obviously in the year 1935 he celebrated his 25th anniversary of accession to the throne, as it were. So it's his Silver Jubilee. So the Royal Mint decided to issue a commemorative crown which would be issued for general circulation. So a crown is worth 5 shillings and therefore £0.25 sterling, just in case you were unaware. And this particular one here is 50% silver. So its total weight is 28.28 grams, however not all of that is silver. This coin has a scrap value of about £5 of the bullion of the silver inside it. Its diameter is 38.61 millimeters. And so let's have a look at the actual obverse and reverse. Starting on the obverse, you have the traditional, uncrowned portrait of King George V with his moustache, cut hair, and then we've got the inscription round the edge, which reads, "King George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith," the title which we've held since Henry VIII's time, and then finally Emperor of India, because at this time we still controlled India under British control. Then if we have a look at the reverse side, it has the, obviously crown and then the year, 1935, but it has the traditional image of St. George slaying the dragon. However, the way it's portrayed on this coin is very different to the way it is on most coins. So here it's got a very Art Deco feel about it. So if you look at the shield, for example, it's perfectly square with a slight rounded bottom. The horse itself is much more rigid, straighter lines or curves. There's nothing natural about it. Then the dragon itself, at the bottom, if you can just see, once again looks sort of mechanic in a way. Obviously, this time period was associated with Art Deco, and that period is obviously reflected in the design. You can just make out in the bottom right-hand corner the initials of the designer of this specific one. And then finally, should we have a look at the inscription around the edge? Just got to get it right way up. Yeah, so the inscription around the edge, you got Anno Regulae, and then 25 for his 25 years, obviously on the throne. Decus et Tutamen. So it's obviously saying, his Silver Jubilee for reigning on the throne for 25 years. 715,000 of these, were minted, so it's not a particularly rare coin. However, the proof ones are far more valuable and fetch much higher prices. But one in this condition is actually, not particularly valuable. It has a fair amount of value, such as about £20 perhaps. But some are in far worse condition if they've been, through general circulation. So I'd just like to say that is the King George V Silver Jubilee crown. This video is obviously mainly aimed at the crown collector on YouTube, who particularly likes these coins, and I'm interested to hear what he has to say about it. So I'd just like to say, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button so you get notifications, and leave any comments down below.